Hi Leo, thanks for tuning in. My name is Linda. Today I'm going to give you a relationships reading. So this spread is designed to give insight on the energy between you and another person. It doesn't have to be romantic and it doesn't have to be about a love interest. This can be about any person that you are dealing with at the moment. Once you hear the interpretation, you'll know who we're talking about here if this reading is for you. So this reading is timeless, though I'm uploading it in the middle of August 2021. It can be relevant anytime you find it, if the messages in here are relevant to your situation. One more shuffle. So this first card here is going to explain how you see yourself. This is how you see them. This is how they see themselves, how they see you. This is the energy between you that is supporting. This is the energy between you that's challenging. 2 5s there. This is the overall energy, and this is the potential outcome. All right, Leo. As you can see, if we jump to the end, it's not necessarily happy news. But from what I can see from the energy of the cards here, I think that you are maybe seeing yourself right now as a very empowered person. There's 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're seeing yourself as the King of Pentacles. So I think you're quite grounded in your own energy. You're in the upright position. So I would say your confidence is pretty good. I think you're quite stable in yourself. There's a feeling here of you being able to just take care of your own needs. And with the way the other cards are falling and landing in the reading, I would say that at this time, you don't necessarily feel like you especially want to be part of a partnership. You know, I'm seeing the energy in this reading in the way of you being kind of confident and wanting to be sort of sovereign in your own energy and be empowered in your own space, and you don't necessarily want to deal with this other person. And I would say probably you, if this energy is relevant to you, and you maybe have been in a connection with somebody until recently, you might have decided that you don't want to be part of that connection anymore, and you might have been the one that instigated a breakup, potentially, because with the Lovers here in reverse in this position of how you see them, it's almost as if you don't necessarily view them anymore as a worthwhile endeavor, or somebody who maybe is what's the right word there? Yeah, the word worthiness keeps coming in, especially with you being at the King of Pentacles and with this 9 of Pentacles here. It's almost like you don't feel like this person is worthy of you. That's what I'm getting here, Leo. And there's, on their side, the way they see themselves, Devil reversed, and the way they see you, Queen of Pentacles, sorry, Queen of Wands reversed. I think there might have been some... I mean, it's always interesting to see the Devil and the Lovers come out in a reading together. In this deck, they look quite different, but if you see them in the Rider-Waite deck, they're almost exactly the same. There's images of 2 individuals either side of a central figure, and in the Lovers card, that central figure is an angelic entity, and in the Devil card, that entity is the Devil. So there's something very similar but very distinctly different about the 2 energies of the Lovers and the Devil. But you'll notice as well that numerologically they're the same. 5 and 1 is 6 for the Lovers, and the Devil is also number 15, so that's also a number 6. But what I wanted to say about it here in the reading, in the way that I'm seeing it for your spread here, is that the person who you've been dealing with might have been, like, in your eyes, you know, I'm reading now from your perspective, somewhat toxic. There may have been issues around dependencies, whether that is dependency on you, or whether that is dependency on substances or some other kind of toxic behavior. Maybe they were abusive either towards you or towards themselves. And I'm feeling like you are wanting to kind of protect your energy and just be in your own space and not have that be part of your daily life, you know, being a part of, especially with these 2 5s in the middle of the reading, like the energy that's between you. This central part of the reading describes the energy between the 2 of you. With these 2 5s in the reading, I would say there's been maybe a lot of conflict, disagreements. There may have been money issues. There may have been, well, certainly, I mean, certainly with this 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Devil, and these 2 Queens in reverse, I would say there's a lot of issues around worthiness and self-value. You're coming out here in the King upright, so I would say that maybe isn't as much of an issue for you. But perhaps the person you've been dealing with has a lot of issues around that, and that maybe has been what has made it very hard to relate to them or to feel like there's a sense of equality here and balance between you. There's definitely a distinct lack of harmony if you look on the two sides of the spread. Very, very different energies here. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing from your side. You may not see this person as someone you want to keep giving time and energy to in a relationship on that level, in that way, because maybe you're not feeling like they have a sense of equality with you. And that's not to say that you think you're better than them. It's more like I feel like they don't feel like they are equal to you. And so that's very hard to keep relating with someone if that's the energy that they're constantly bringing, whether consciously or unconsciously, to the connection. So on their side of the reading, Devil reversed, and is the way they see themselves, and Queen of Wands reversed is the way they see you. So they are maybe thinking that they're doing a lot of shadow work and healing work to come out of their dependency, maybe to come out of their addiction or to come out of whatever toxic behavior they have. But I would say from what I can feel, I think there's still a ways to go for them to be in a position where you're going to actually be able to meet each other in an equal way, or in a like resonant way. Now, Queen of Wands is how they're seeing you. Queen of Wands reverse, I would say that they are maybe projecting onto you that you're temperamental, that you're moody, that you're immature, that you are fiery. Maybe maybe this person themselves has a temper, has a temper, and they can fly off the handle pretty easily. But it's like the way that the card is landing in the reading is that they're kind of projecting that onto you and making it out as if you're the one who's immature, or you're the one who is petty, or you're the one who has like anger management issues. But actually it feels more like it's their issue. Now these two cards here, this card is the overall energy between the two of you, and this is the potential outcome. So I think there's a lot of emotional healing to be done here for the people in this reading. I think that overall the energy between the two of you with this Queen of Cups in reverse is that I don't feel like there can be a healing for you as a unit, like as a couple. These two people I don't feel can overcome their differences or overcome the conflict between them. I don't know that there could be any kind of like resolution to this. I think the best outcome, or the best possible use of this, or the best possible way you can deal with the energy here is to walk away. And that's what this Ten of Swords is saying. It's like, stop trying to flog a dead horse. I think that whatever's between these two people cannot be resolved. That's what I'm feeling from these cards anyway. I'm not trying to be pessimistic here or put across any kind of energy of giving up. It's more about just being realistic about what's possible here. And I'm just reading the energy of the cards. So if you feel like you want to keep trying and you want to keep giving energy to this person, of course, do that. This is what I'm saying here is not advice. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just reading the energy of the cards and the way they're falling out. So, yeah, I think people in this reading are needing to be a little bit more self-loving and learn to be more independent emotionally and physically before they will actually be a good candidate for a relationship. That could be true on both sides of this spread. I think also if people are looking for someone to heal them, to make them feel lovable, to make them feel like they belong, to make them feel happy, that will never work. That's a recipe for disaster. That's what these two fives are saying to me. It's like you might feel like lonely or sad or depressed or insecure or left out or vulnerable or any of those things, and you might be hoping that this person is going to take away all of that pain and all of that sadness and all of that loneliness, but that's not possible. Nobody can do that for you. That's an individual's work that they have to undertake on their own. That's not to say that you can't be in a relationship with someone if you feel those things, but it's important to know that you can't expect being in a relationship to make all those feelings go away. Another person can't make those feelings go away. You still have to be aware of how you feel about yourself and what kind of emotional energy you might be projecting onto others because of the way that you feel about yourself. Alright, Leo, I'm just checking over here, but I feel like I've covered what's here. Just want to have another look at this Queen of Cups in reverse and see if there's anything else there. Yeah, it kind of feels to me, again, like it's tapping into that thing that I just spoke about there, about if another person has a lot of emotional pain and suffering that they're still dealing with, if they're vulnerable, if they're insecure, if they're sad or lonely or moody or not feeling worthy or any of those things, it's not possible for another person to heal that emotional pain, and that it's not fair for that person to try to ask that person to do that for them either. So emotional boundaries, that's what I'm feeling here with you coming out in your reading is the King of Pentacles, is that you understand that you have got pretty solid and clear emotional boundaries, and that this person needs to take care of business before they can approach you again, if at all. And that in order for them to find the connection and the love that they're seeking, they need to do that inner work and that shadow work to help them overcome whatever shortcomings they feel they may have. And of course, always in these readings, the roles can be reversed and the messages can go the other way. So just be honest here about the position that you're actually in this reading, and take the messages as they actually fit rather than the way you want them to. All right, Leo, that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.